Weekend.
Well, we're here to get you ready, of course, for what's ahead in your day. I'm Storm Specialist Dr. Greg Postel, along with meteorologist Alex Wallace and Jen Carfagno. We're keeping you covered from coast to coast.
Yes, indeed. All right, so this is a very unique view of some lightning that rolled through over the weekend in Jasper, Alabama. I mean, it's a combination of lightning and low visibility.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's constant. This is crazy. Like, it just won't stop.
So, use this for your Halloween display, right?
Right. It looks kind of terrifying. It looks like there's also some dust in the air, too. Yeah. I mean, it was a really messy atmosphere for us over the past week across parts of the South, with dust from all those big storms kicking it up in the West.
This whole month has been like this.
It's been windy, Jen.
It's been windy.
Yes.
That's the word of the day.
You're going to hear more on that today.
Lots more in the wind.
A lot more on that. So, well, before we get there, we're going to have to talk about another round of storms that's just in the first inning. Well, we're here to get you ready, of course, for what's ahead in your day. I'm Storm Specialist Dr. Greg Postel, along with meteorologists Alex Wallace and Jen Carfagno, keeping you covered from coast to coast.
All right, so speaking of storms, thunder, how about the lightning that we could see from space?
That's always cool.
Yes.
That was yesterday's stuff, right, in the morning?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We were watching some of those storms. It was a
right
rough
on the Gulf Coast.
They were feisty. And you were tracking the severe risk with them. You know, the trend kept trying to show that they were weakening because the cloud tops were coming down, but the lightning kept going.
It was, an impressive show, especially as it moved out over the water, over the Gulf. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. And it is amazing how electrified these storms are. You don't get that, necessarily that vibe, unless you look at it from space.
Lightning does have a vibe, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Not a good one, necessarily.
You can also get the view when you kind of look from bottom to top here. This was in Jasper, and look at the flashes of lightning we had to deal with there in this kind of spooky scene.
Very sinister, if you ask me. Blowing dust or something is getting kicked up, along with, of course, the lightning and thunder.
Yes, this is kind of, as you mentioned, like Halloween-esque, although this was just a couple of days ago. Yeah. It's got that spooky feel to it. Maybe some dust kicked around also with the wind.
The wind.
The wind.
The wind is going to be a theme you'll hear a lot about today.
Yes, indeed. Now, of course, we have more storms that are up in the forecast.
In April. In April.
Yeah, but it's on the forecast, right?
Yeah.
And that means less wind generally and warmer temperatures.
Yes. Just in time for Easter.
Yes, exactly.
All right, we'll keep those comments coming. You can share them on social media. Share any pics and video using the hashtag YesTV.
3 areas of low pressure, over 300 tornado warnings alone, let alone the severe thunderstorm warnings. So they were very, very impactful systems, but it's the non-thunderstorm and non-severe part we want to get to.
Yeah, you strip out the severe stuff, and it was still extremely a windy time out there. And with those systems coming across that general area, it really stands out when you start talking about departures from average, that pressure in the middle of the country.
Low pressure is a big deal. When you have a big pressure change, that's what drives the wind. Why does the wind blow? Because pressure is not the same everywhere. And so when air is moving from high to low pressure, and when the low is really strong and moves really fast, you get these wild winds.
You get these wild winds. And this map is showing us sort of the average pressure departure from average for the month of March. So this is not one day or two. This is summing up over 3 weeks worth of data showing you what these 3 systems did in terms of making a real impact on the local climate across the region. We saw pressure departures less than 10 millibars below average for that extended 3-week period. Remarkable stuff.
It really is. So, okay, what does that mean? What does that translate to?
Right.
A lot of wind, and you clearly see the difference here in terms of the wind across the eastern half of the country.
It blows my mind how far-reaching this is. And I know so many have described what a windy month. We've been anecdotally talking about what a windy month it has been, but the data tells the story. It has been above average windy.
Above average windy, and when you look at the 3-week averages, again, we are looking at it in stunning numbers. 10 miles per hour over a 3-week period is remarkable. And individually, we saw some stations that had some incredibly high wind gusts not associated with severe weather.
I mean, the one that stands out, Lubbock, 82 miles per hour. I mean, come on. That's insane. Again, not from a storm. We weren't talking about a tropical system coming through. No, just the general winds with these strong low pressures.
Okay, you might think that's a windy spot, but how about Milwaukee? Just windy, not because of a thunderstorm coming through. 62 mile per hour winds.
It's incredible. It really is. And everybody has their own stories about damage and, what they experience. It's just one of those months that will go down in the history books.
Well, we can share the stories through some of the video that we saw coming in this month. I mean, the wind is a windy spot. Almost
just
always.
In general, right? Without systems coming through, we got to deal with the wind there, no doubt.
Yeah.
Right, another one. Todd shared these pictures.
Many of us.
Fences down,
Yeah.
trees
Right.
down.
Yeah.
So reading in Albany, New York, just looking at their stats, on all but 4 days, the wind was gusting 24 miles per hour or greater. That's
Wow.
a lot of wind.
That is. I mean, yeah, that's a long time to be in that kind of wind.
All right, well, keep those comments coming. Share the pictures too. You can use the hashtag YesTV, and we will share them on the show.
Heads up, Sunday morning, some severe weather possible there. Well, we're here to get you ready for what's ahead in your day. I'm storm specialist Dr. Greg Bostel, joined with meteorologist Alex Walls, Jen Carfagno, of course, keeping you covered from coast to coast.
And we've been talking about thunderstorms in the last 24 hours, especially these across the Gulf Coast. The lightning, you can really see how widespread it was from space. The lightning was so vivid yesterday in southern Louisiana.
Just constant lightning from these storms. It was pretty remarkable here. It was a busy, busy morning.
You know, on days when there's a lot more, I mean, that's impressive, obviously, but when they have really sort of outbreaks of severe weather, and you look at the pictures from space at night, it is remarkable. It's like the whole country's lit up.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
fascinating.
Yeah, nature's electricity.
You wonder what the people on the moon think when they're looking down and see all that lightning activity.
People on the moon.
I don't know.
Soon to be, maybe.
Yeah.
Soon to be.
Maybe.
All right, well, let's show you another view of the lightning that rolled in over the weekend. This was in Jasper, Alabama. This is just sinister, if you ask me.
It's a wild piece of video. First of all, the lightning again, vivid lightning, constant lightning, but there's like a haze in this video that makes it just
Kind of spooky. Yeah, creepy.
Yeah.
Halloween-like.
Not want to watch a scary movie with this happening outside.
No.
Yes.
Well, you know, those are thunderstorms, of course, and we've got more of them to talk about. They're in the forecast upcoming, as we mentioned, Saturday,
I
Sunday.
imagine there was no rest for anyone, cabins or tents.
no, not at all.
We talked about the Santa Ana winds are also ferocious as well. You know, they can reach 80, 90, 100 miles per hour.
Easy.
Yeah.
Well, keep those stories coming. We'll be sharing them on the show. Send any pics or video using the hashtag YesTV. Wind is not good for travel. It's just been really liony.
Yes.
All
Extra
month,
lining,
yeah.
right? It's just been roar after roar after roar with these systems coming through.
It's been a tough month for sure. Well, you know, we have any more comments or no? We're done?
I think that's all we have for today here, but thank you all for chiming in with your stories. We read them all and appreciate them. Weather Channel Live is ahead at the top of the hour with meteorologist Felicia Combs and Chris Bruin being the cool breezes that keep the wind in your sails this afternoon. We will see you tomorrow.